What's going on, folks? My name is Justin Freed, and I'm joined today by New York Jets All-Pro linebacker CJ Mosley. CJ, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing all right. I appreciate you taking the time. So you're here today on behalf of Campbell's Chunky and the Chunky Sacks Hunger program. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that campaign, how you got started with it, and why it's so important to you?
So Campbell's actually partners with the Jets, so I think that's how I might have gotten part of it. But it's an honor to definitely represent the Jets and Campbell's. So with the Jets in the NFL, with every sack from a defensive player, the NFL will give out a free meal along with Campbell. So like I was saying before, our Jets defense, we pride ourselves on our defensive line. So it's good to know that all that hard work and those stats are going to pay off for people in need outside of football. So I'm just happy to be part of it. Happy to be a helping hand. I have one of my closest friends with me, also my business manager, one of my teammates, Solomon Thomas, obviously on the defensive line as well. Also my parents here as well. So just that family, that community, the Jets and NFL and Campbell's, it all plays a part. So I'm just excited to be part of it.
That's awesome. I know you and Solly do a ton of work for charity on and off the field. And as you said, this Jets defense has been balling this year. So there's a lot of sacks coming. That's great news. Let's talk a little bit about that Jets defense too, because obviously you already have that all-pro resume. You were all-pro last season. You're PFF's number 1 ranked linebacker this year. But right there alongside you is PFF's number 2 ranked linebacker, Quincy Williams. What has it been like seeing the growth and maturation of Quincy this year? What have you seen from him that's allowed him to take his game to an elite level?
I would say it's mental preparation. It's the physical he'll always have. That's a guy given. Obviously, you have to put a little work in to stay top notch. But his speed, his physicality will always be there. Where you separate yourself is your mental preparation, your studying, taking care of your body when you're not in the building, and he's taken that and just took off with it. Just being beside him, it's made my job a lot easier. His communication has gotten better every single week. Him understanding the defense, understanding, what offense are trying to do to our defense and when they're scheming against him. And it just allows him to fly around fast. And, if he's playing fast and not thinking, we're a dangerous team.
And that's what makes this Jets defense, I think, so special. You all build off of each other. You all feed off of each other's energy. The linebackers are playing awesome. The DBs, the D-line, everybody's together. And you've played on some really talented defenses in your career, of course, going back to your time in Baltimore and honestly, even in Alabama. How does this Jets defense stack up and compare to the other top defenses you've played on?
I would say where we are right now, year 3, year 4, with everybody being together on defense as far as the coaches and players, it's definitely up there, top 5 or, whoever people want to rank them. But a great defense is one that communicates, one that's not just hanging out in the building, but also outside the building, but also just, understanding without having to talk as much, but just understanding what each player trying to do when you're on the field. I think that's what makes our job easy on defense. That's what helps us fly around, being able to communicate without obviously have to talk all the time, just kind of give a head nod or throw a signal up and everybody's on the same page. So a defense that plays fast and communicates is always going to be a great defense.
Now, this is your, I believe, 9th season in the league. You've been in the NFL for quite some time now, and you're still playing, I think, for my money, at the top of your game. Like I think you're playing some of the best football you've ever played, and a lot of people would agree. What has been your secret to staying at that top level for so long?
I would say the main thing is just staying healthy as possible. You can't control everything on the field as far as injuries, but I've been very fortunate in my career to not really have an injury-plagued career. But like I say, outside of that, it's back to the mental preparation. Just me understanding this defense, understanding offenses more. Every single year, there's something new to learn in our defense and in the way offense try to approach us with their scheme. So for me, it's like a game of chess. Even though I don't know how to play it, I know you win chess by predicting your opponent's next move, seeing their formation or seeing the outline and let that paint a picture for you. So when I'm out there, it's just I'm zoned in. Once I get my communication out the way, I'm looking at the offense and I'm thinking 1 to 2 steps ahead before they even snap the ball.
I love that comparison. I've always heard football being described as chess on a football field on the gridiron. So I love that. You should pick it up. You should learn how to play. It's a fun game. I feel like I have to ask you this question. All right. Before we end, Do you believe that Aaron Rodgers is coming back this season? I feel like I have to ask that.
If he says it, I believe it. It's easy to say something and do it. And every time we see him in the building or at the stadium, he's improving every single time we see him. So, whatever he's doing, as long as it's legal, keep doing it. And we'll see on the field.
I think that's how all Jets fans are feeling right now. They're like, hey, man, he's saying it. Let's just hope he can come back. And obviously, if it's legal, let's hope he can come back.
We all got to play our part. He's a smart person. He's been in this league very long time. So, as much as he wants to play, if we're not doing the things that we have to do right now, then it might not look how we want it to look. So it'd be great to have him back, but we still have to own our job and play our part. So just handle our stuff on the field, and when we get A back, it's going to be for the right time.
Absolutely, that's the hope. I'll ask you one more question before we go. I always love asking this to people whenever I'm talking to other players. Who would you say is the funniest player in the Jets locker room?
Oh, that's easy. It's Quincy. But even if you're not telling a joke, he's laughing. So yeah, definitely Quincy. Number two, I'm gonna go with I'm just keeping that Quincy. He got the hands down. He's a guy.
He's got that Williams brothers smile. I feel like both the Williams brothers got that like infectious energy, that smile. I've also heard MC. I've heard Michael Carter for that a lot as well.
Yeah, Michael Carter could be in there. That'd be my number two. Yeah, Michael Carter, the running back, not Michael Carter too.
Right, of course. You have to be, you have to make sure. But man, that's all I got. I know you got a busy schedule today. I really appreciate you taking the time. Just keep doing your thing on and off the field because you're awesome, man. Keep rocking.
Appreciate it. Thank you.